Whenever a new set is released, there are specific chase cards that everyone aims to get. But what about the other 90% of the cards? Those that are not as rare but are still beautifully crafted. In this series, we'll go over every card from every set, vintage to modern, so that you have a comprehensive visual guide on what you want to add to your collection. This is Master Set. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Wavy Udon and today we'll be going through Fusion Strike, the new set released from Pokemon. It introduced the Fusion Strike mechanic. It's a little logo that you can see in addition to like the single strike and the rapid strike, where it's all about teamwork. So we'll go through the common to rare cards in this particular set. So not the V and V Max onwards or the secret rares. We've done that in a separate video. But we're just going to go through the artwork of these common cards and see what they have to offer. I love the common cards as well because, they have an artwork that not everyone really looks into. So let's just jump right into it with Caterpie. Look at these little Caterpies. They look like the Lion King kind of grubs that you see Timon and Pumbaa eat. Beautiful, juicy looking Caterpies with one just hanging out on trees. Beautiful looking card. We then have a Metapod who's seemingly the green on the background looks like he has wings that's ready to fly, but really he's just a poor little Metapod who's trying his best in life, going to ram into you, but all he's doing is just staying stagnant on a tree stump. We have Butterfree. I love the little bit of art style here where it's a little bit more textured. You can see a little like crayon or pencil drawings within the feet. He's just in the breeze enjoying a good time floating in the air. We have Shroomish. I love the green here. It's a few colors really. It's just green, a little bit brown. His mouth is open like, hey, I'm walking around, just traveling, just exploring the forest. I love it. Looking at the leaves, they're all just beautiful green all together. Very simple colors for this particular card. Next we have Breloom. This is again a crayon style drawing, a little bit of a or not crayon necessarily, but watercolor. You can see it's very quite cool. The trees are quite interesting how it's been painted, and Breloom's just smiling, just a happy little boy looking right at you. Next we have Pansage, so angry or so in motion, little broccoli head just like shouting off the treetops as he's just coming down, just punching through the oranges or the red berries that are in the tree. We have Simisage, hands on the back of his head, gigantic hair that's just into the sky posting in. He's enjoying his life, the evening stroll, loving how he's just so happy-go-lucky in this particular card. Next we have Sewaddle, little Sewaddle with his two bulbous balls on his head, looking around the world with his eyes looking so innocent, but poor little guy, not sure that there's a Raichu behind him, hiding in the rocks, ready to just thundershock his butt off and destroy little Sewaddle. We have Swadloon, who's taking a little nap in the forest. I love the little glow around him, the little angelic glow. It's just giving him a little bit more in this particular image. And we have a very paternal Levani here, cuddling and holding a Sewaddle so close after being shocked by the poor Raichu, destroying Sewaddle, and then Levani here just caressing the poor Sewaddle, holding him, healing him in a little circle. Maractus, who's on a holiday in Fiji somewhere. Look at him. This is like a postcard. She's just saying hi. There's palm trees around, coconut trees in the background. Very happy little Maractus here. Now the first of the Fusion Strike. So you can see the little stamp here, Fusion Strike. I don't know how this is supposed to showcase that this is like a helping card, a card about teamwork, because it's just a spit beam. Does 20 damage, nothing else. But it's pretty decent. I like the artwork. Definitely like a theme park. The roller coaster, the Ferris wheel, Little Pokemon Ditto in the background. Look at this. This is a beautiful card with the artwork that's behind him. A Selgor doing his ninja tornado with the little circle and swirls behind around him, going in like crazy little circles. Selgor is always looking so like angry and boss like, and you know, this is the card that just continues on with that. Virizion, a deer who knows that a camera is on him. He's found a really nice place to pose by the sunset around the mountains, you know, face tilted on the side. Very nice card from Virizion. Phantom with his arms in the air, you know, just like waving. I have no idea what I'm doing here. You can see he's that's pretty much what he's saying. But the background is great. I love the gigantic moon and just Phantom just exploring the land in the forest that he's in. Then we have the ever scary Trevenant with the roots looking like he's a giant crab tree monster. The one eye is always just scary. You know, he's in a night and evening in a forest with purple flowers or leaves on the back, maybe autumn. Very cool card. I always love a Trevenant. Next we have Grubbin, the first of the knitwear in this particular set. Look at him. I love these knitwear stuff. It's like, look at the gigantic horns or fangs on his front. It's like half his body. The felt trees are really cool as well. Gives it a really textured 2D 3D background. And then you got Dewpider, which is like an 8-pound ginormous spider on a web that doesn't look like it can take an 8-pounder, but it is. So very cute little card of just him in the very nice red background sunset. With Araquanid, who is a even bigger spider. Imagine this 180-pounder coming at you. You're on the beach building sandcastles. You see a giant spider with a bubble head rashing at you, and then you just leave your spades and your little like sandcastle building kit as Araquanid is just staring at it, trying to eat it all, wondering what you're doing with it. Gossifleur, which is just a generic card, looking at all the other flowers that are as colorful as it is. You know, just staring at it. It's not much to say on this particular card, but I guess he's, you know, Gossifleur is staring at the flowers in a curious fashion. Eldegoss, which is the giant sushi ball rice carrier Pokemon. Look at the sesame seeds on that rice ball. Love Eldegoss because of that. Just floating in the sky, enjoying his life. And you have the ever angry Zaru, the giant angry monkey that's just slashing you. Here he's whipping you with his wild whips. Always angry, always look like he's like rabies on him. Don't know what else to say except angry monkey. Don't touch him. Next we have here Vulpix. I love this Vulpix. Look, he's fanning flames into action. The background as well is built of the watercolor background, moss over that brick wall. Very cool card with all the little flames around him. And we have the lesser of the Vulpix alternate art here. Mouth wide open, just going, oh. Not sure what he's gawking at, but the wind is blowing. You can see the leaves flying around. It's a sunny day. He's enjoying life. Doesn't matter what he's doing, except yeah, it's just a little bit awkward with the giant mouth open. Followed up by the lesser of the two Ninetales, in my opinion. Just standing, just staring, looking around the surroundings in the forest. Winds around him, and you know, it's nice to see all the flare, the tail pieces of Ninetales, but not really doing too much. But the next one, that is the better Ninetales art in my opinion. I mean, this looks more Asian like drawing, the Chinese or Japanese style drawing with the more sharp eyes, the very detailed parts of this the tail tips that are a little bit more orange, just flowing in the wind. That is a beautiful Ninetales. We then have a domesticated Growlithe. Look at this one. He's in a trainer's home by the footstool steps of the house. by some potted plants, just enjoying life as a domesticated dog. Not like all the other wild rollers that are just running around rampant in the wild, in the bushes somewhere. We then have Arcanine, he knows he's glamorous. Look at the rugged fur and mane around him. He knows that he is great. He's strutting his stuff in that very, very beautiful sunset of the different colored clouds, green to yellow. He knows he's being taken in terms of picture, and he is absorbing that, loving the attention. Slugma, I love Slugma. I mean, they don't make enough prints of this lava slug boy. He's looking up into the volcano that he's going to go back into. The coal and the flares around him are really realistic as well. Look at the realistic bits of the sparks and the black flames, or the black lava blobs that are coming out of wherever he's standing. Very cute card from the slug lava man. Macago, the little pink one, coming out, exploring the land outside of the volcano, seeing what's there to do. Very cute slug. Victini, nothing much to say except he's floating in the air, arms wide open like he's flying. Background's quite shiny, clouds are just gleaming. Very cute card, but you know, yeah, just a cute card. We then have Pansia, who's swinging off the trees, taking down what looks to be pears. Happy little guy, but his eyes, I don't know about his eyes, he looks a bit sad, even though he's having fun. What's that saying to you? Simisear, I love this kind of art. This is the same type of art as you saw with like Slowking, Alternate V, and Chilling Rain. Beautiful type of art where there's streaks of different colors, very psychedelic, and Simisear is just trying to have a snack on that little apple there. We then have Heatmore. I love this of Heatmore. In action, he's whipping you, blowing flames right out of his mouth, trying to swipe you. Very angry. Love this of Heatmore. Look at him in action. And then we have Oricorio over this. I don't know what this is supposed to be. With a Pokeball stamp on like another wing. What's that supposed to do? But looks like he's in the middle of a fight and he's ready to strike you down with his glistening droplets. What else we have? The little mustache centipede. Look how cute he is. He's like an old man in a small body. Sizzlipede. Always loved this little card. Always found that he's been underappreciated, but really you can't. How can you not love a cute cartoon centipede with mustache? I love the flowers as well. The more square-like patterns of these little petals of the flowers. You then have the alternate art, which is Sizzlipede balancing coconuts in the middle of nowhere by a palm tree. This is a very curious. What is he doing this for? What is he training in terms of his balancing, or is he just bored? That's why he's trying to balance out coconuts. Santa Scorch with his like X mustache, just trying to battle off what looks to be like water or fire in the middle of battle. Very dynamic pose, very cool card, using his tail to probably whip or take away that water around him. And finally we have Santa Scorch to round up all the fire common rares. Just the angry guy, even though he's in a very beautiful garden of flowers. How is he not setting this garden out with a field of flowers on flames? Why is he angry? He's in the middle of a very pretty place. You know, somebody needs to go and pat him on the back to make him feel better. Next we have Shelder. Look at him. This is an angry Shelder. He's being sucked into a whirlpool of sorts. He's not having a good day. The other Shelder seems to have given up on life as well, just like accepted their fate. They're going to be sucked into a whirlpool. Cloyster with his what's this shell. He's definitely attacking. He's shooting up the spike cannon. There you go. That's the old move of Cloyster. Spike cannoning it up. He's shooting these little spikes. Very much in motion. Very cool card. Very dynamic. Staryu, he is also on a beach, probably with Arachnid, trying to destroy a good time from a family, just enjoying a beach day out. You can see spades, all here to just make a beautiful sandcastle. Nope, not in Staryu's. When he's around in his presence, he's gonna destroy a little child's day. Starmie, who's water bending. Look at all the water he's just like bringing out in his little circular form. That is a cool card of him just in motion. He's just a star, but he is moving as much as he can. Lapras, who's also water bending, is shooting out Splash Arch. Maybe that's what the move that he's doing. Just right into you, right at you, just like dynamically swimming in the motion of the waves that he's playing with. Totodile, who's splashing water. How is splashing water of especially rainwater doing 20 damage? You must be a very weak Pokemon to get hit by 20 damage with rain splash. But Totodile's having fun. Cute Totodile, one of my favorite starters of all time. Here we have the psychedelic colors coming in again from Crocodile. He is in the air with the bubbles that are colorful, just trying to embrace the life that he is. I love the art from this particular Crocodile. For Relegator, look at this guy chopping the water. You do not want to be in the same area when he's chopping water, because he's an angry crocodile that will munch you if you are not, if you don't get chopped properly. Cute little Meryl, like an otter, just holding a rock as he's sleeping. Instead of a rock, it's a tail, so just floating, enjoying the life on a lily pond. Next we have Azumarill, who is the boat captain of this particular pier, enjoying just waving hi to all the people on this pier with the boats are all around her. Very cute card of Azumarill. Quillfish is always angry. He only has one face, which is this like stubborn, I don't like life, I don't want to live kind of face. The corals are nice, but a very basic card. We then have Mantine, who is with his Remoraid friend all the time, biting down on his lip, the bubbles coming out in the water. He's just having a great Saturday morning floating around in the ocean. Mudkip, who's also on a beach, he's just floating. Life is just great next to a little sanding gas on the side, just enjoying a little stroll down the ocean. We have Marshtomp. This is like a little park. There's a drain there. It's a very wet day. And he's just loving the rain that's coming down on his face. The hydrangeas around him are pretty cool as well, the blue and the pink. We have Swampert, who's flowing and swimming through the ocean. Muscular arms with his French fry fingers, doing what he can do. Clamperl, who's a pearl singing, and then bubbles that are colorful. Again, how do bubbles actually hurt somebody? I don't know if it goes into your eyes. I can't see it do 10 damage. And pearls become eels. This is a Huntail with his carnivorous chomp coming right at you with the lightning strikes around him. Interesting card, weird looking one. And then we have Gorobus, the prettier of the two evolutions. The mosquito-like nose is just about to pierce you into your heart and suck all of your juices out. We have Panpour, who's meditating in the forest, as Pansage and Pansear are just rowdy and trying to destroy the forest with all their fruits. We have Simipour, which is the most evil I've seen in this dark evening background. He's laughing maniacally, just trying to take it in. Look at the evilness of Simipour. Basculin, after eating probably a poor little trainer, has now been tearing up a beanie from this particular trainer as well. Very, very scary card, even though they're Pokemon, but you can see how much destruction they can do ripping up a poor little beanie. Galarian Darumaka just in the snow, reckless charging. Not sure where he's going, but he's just running for his life wherever he needs to be. Galarian Darmanitan, who is throwing snow, powder snow right in your face. Again, how does powder snow damage you? The powder is not even solid snow. but his giant mustache and lip is, terrifying enough to scare you to give up. Clauncher, the little shrimp prawn guy shooting a little bit of water out at you. Is water gun more effective on land, or is it more effective in water? We do not know. We gotta ask the Clauncher. Cloidza, which has the gigantic dragon arm. Look at that crazy claw. If that goes on you and clamps on you are goners. Puku Muku, love the background. This is probably one of my favorite background of this particular common set. Uncommon set. Look at it, it's colorful, it's playful. He's vertical, just spitting water upright. That is a gorgeous card. He's farting, you can see that's how he got out of the water as well. Chuto, the giant jaw, giant tooth right there, really small neck. What a cute little turtle. Can't say much other than he's a cute turtle. With Dreadnought, who's gonna bite on a branch because that branch offended him and his mother. Just gonna take a hard bite of that branch. Arascuda, which is essentially the, what do you call this? The anchovy of the sea. He looks like he belongs in a pizza, but he's happy. There's a little mustache as well there, Arascuda. Now this is a proper fish. I would grill this any day, Barracuda. And his little mustache as well. I don't know why they had to draw a mustache on a fish. Let me know if you know. Snom, which is adorable. It's like a plastic. Yeah, he looks like he's made of plastic. It's like whipped cream for a face. Look at this guy. He's just enjoying his time on a brunch before he evolves into Frostmoth, the beautiful, elegant moth that's looking like glass and snow. Such a great card. The beautiful tundra in the background as well. Next we have Voltorb, again with a beautiful art on the psychedelic streaks. Ginormous red versus the white from the perspective. But he's enjoying it, he's just rolling, just enjoying a roll. Don't know where he is because of the art, but cool little artwork. You know, I've always pitied Electro. He's exploding, and I can't imagine what it's like to implode from within and die multiple times a day because your trainer is just a sadist. But, you know, that's the poor little guy. We have Plusle. Look at how angry Plusle is. Very cool that they have this particular teamwork and style of Plusle. Spark Duo doing so much damage together. I don't know, this would be more fitting for Fusion Strike. I mean, this is teamwork, right? And you have Minun, who is the complete opposite art style, which is a happy little guy. You have happy little Plusle there, hit tilted on the side. Very cool card, very cute card from Minun. Shinx jumping in the air, very cool, just having a good time. You see a camp tent on the side. I assume this is a trainer. And you know, the trainer's taking Shinx out for a little play date. And here we have Luxio, and okay, you have the tent that's also set up. So I'm guessing the trainer is like, really, this is like a story where Shinx has grown up into Luxio, and then you have the entire story of this trainer just seeing him through all the way. I assume Luxray has it too. And yes, you have a tent in the background for Luxray. The trainer's probably like 50 at this point, trained up Luxray from Shinx, and he's just having fun, going for more camping trips as the lightning strikes in the background. Rotom, who is an electric ghost in the middle of nowhere that has electricity. How does he exist when there's no electric outlets or any form of electrical lines? I do not know. We have Dynamo, who's the clay style drawing. Look at him. This beautiful texture on these clays coming out of water. What on earth? It's so beautiful. It's beautifully done. Electric, who is a weird 2D shape Pokemon with the fins drawn in a way that looks like wings. I don't know about this guy. Looks a bit awkward. But then you get Electros, who's back facing you, tail whipping the water in the sky. He's he's done with you. He's given you the wild charge. You fainted. He's looking back on your fainted body. Helioptile, fully yellow head, like probably trying to be one with the sun in the middle of the desert. I love these comic little background with the little dots on the side. That is real gorgeous. Heliolus, who's come down from the cliff, jumping you, and you have not, expected it, but he's gonna ram his foot right into your face and destroy you with an electro bullet. Charjabug, the little bust Pokemon, look at him just staring at plants and flowers and life, just enjoying whatever he has to offer. We then have Vikavolt, who's the giant scissors that's flying in the air with all other flying scissors, just enjoying the clouds and the adventure that's gonna come. And Zeraora, who's punching the sky in victory as he's training on a very, very barren wasteland of mountains in a thunderstorm. That is a cool little card. Toxel, the little toxic baby Pokemon who's ripping up all his plushies. He looks like he's being like showcased where these little curtains are, but he seems to be okay. He seems to be doing fine. We have the other Toxel, which has electric sparks shooting out of his hands of different colors. What's he doing in the middle of Metro somewhere? That is an interesting Pokemon. We then have Toxtricity with more sparks coming out, all lightning. A little bit more angry, who's about to give you a punk shock. Toxtricity, which is the evolved form of the colorful shock Toxel, this time combining all the colors into one dual color stream of electricity. Interesting little Pokemon. We have Morpeko, which is your hamster Pokemon, shocking the surrounding areas of their berries, destroying all the orchards around him. Going into the Psychics, we have Jigglypuff floating in the air like the little balloon that she is. Very cool, very bouncy. Let's all roll out, is what she's trying to say. Your knitwear Pokemon with Wigglytuff. This is cool. The little mouth is a little scary. I don't know, it looks a bit haunting, the little circular mouth. But I like the little hair on where she is. Oh my gosh, Jinx. Oh my gosh. You are a scary poke, aren't you? Ooh, I don't even know how to comment on this. I just do not want to go in for a hug. It's a scary auntie. Snubble, who is again domesticated, helping out with the laundry, and but always so grumpy. Why are you always so grumpy, Snubble? Granbull, who's just looking out into the land like a little pirate, hand over hand, and just scouting for what's there to come over the horizon. Corsola Galarian, so sad that the ocean is dying, and you see, hasn't had sleep in a long time from those eye bags. And then you have Corsola in the middle of winter out of nowhere. Why are you out of the water, Corsola? Go back in. Go back in the water. Mawa, who's on this street. I think this is an artwork that's been in multiple different sets right now. I'm having a good time just running on this particular path. And then we have Deoxys, which is everything. It's a fusion strike, a single strike, a rapid strike. Why? If this Pokemon has any fusion strike energy attached, this does 80%, 80 plus damage. Wow, that's a lot more. That's a card, okay? That's a new card. Combining everything together. And then we have Mona, who's floating in the air, just embracing it. Looks like it's a gigantic Mona, actually, just like going over the rooftops of the houses, like a little Godzilla monster. Then Musharna sleeping, I guess, in a bedroom with the windows open on a balcony. Very cute little stars hanging off the sky. We then have Sigilith, who's in the middle of what might be Egypt with little pyramids in the background. Little like cloud with sort of light coming down. What is going on in the background, Sigilith? Meloetta singing and dancing and striking with her melodious echo. Sandigas, he is in the same beach with Araquanid after scaring all children, now collecting all the little bits of items including seaweed that's left behind. Pelosan, gigantic sands castle monster summoning the waves to destroy all that's in the land. Ndidi helping out. Ooh, this is beautiful art. Look at it. It looks so clean, this particular art. Helping out with the chores and sorting out books. Beautiful, gorgeous card there. Dreepy, who's also like next to probably Metro. You can see the Ferris wheel. What else with all these like cameos in the background? That is some cool. What is this that Dreepy's off as well? Is that like a statue of some sort? And then we have Draculok, who is dancing with the little Dreepy in the middle of the city. Dragapult, who's shooting off her little babies into the air like she doesn't care, but I'm sure she does, you know, just the poor little dragon babies exploding out of nowhere. Sandshrew, the little clay Sandshrew, look at that, it's just like balling up in the garden somewhere. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous card from clay. And Sandslash, who's admiring the flowers as he's standing on the edges of the cliff. Mankey, the beautiful background, the watercolor background hanging off, not angry, just enjoying the back. And Primeape, you know, he's always angry because if he stops, he dies. Poor little guy, gut punching some poor little creature. Geodude, who's just, you know, 2 arms on a rock, enjoying the sunlight, trying to sunbathe. He can't really tan, but you don't want to tell the poor guy he can't do that. Graveler, who's boulder crushing, or is he trying to grab a fruit from a tree really, really fast? We don't know. Golem, who you said double edge, I say he's about to explode. Look at it. The inside, the core of Golem is glowing so hard, just so badly. He's going to destroy himself and the world around him. Onyx, who is, I'm guessing, throwing really, really small pebbles and rocks for a 90 damage rock throw. Doesn't look very harmful to me. We have Steelix, who is in the air, rushing out. And gonna just, you know, really rage at you based on its attack. Gligar floating in a very evening-like forest with like fireflies around him. Very cool, very relaxing card. We then have Gliscor, who is an angrier form of a flying scorpion bat, ready to strike you in the face. Makuhita training with other Makuhitas, their friendly afternoon train on a Saturday morning with karate hammering in and out. Hariyama hammering in the ground, breaking it, destroying the earth beneath him. Beltoy, who's enjoying the ruins, having fun, just exploring his little hometown. Before he evolves into Claydol, where he can float once more above the clouds, enjoying the life that he is as a giant clay owl. Drillbur drilling down the hole, exploring the land with his happy-go-lucky smiles. We then have Landorus, arms folded in, just knowing that he is the boss on the land, surrounded by his little cloud pants. Pancham looking great on a wall, brick wall, biting down on that little bamboo piece. And Stuffle, look at that artwork, the cute little stuffed bear looking into the sky next to some bamboo plants with like little red packets hanging off the plants. Beware, trying to meditate, trying to reflect on all the people he has crushed through those ginormous arms of his. Clobberpuss, who is a little octopus with boxing gloves. Look how cute he is. He will look so good on sushi. And Graplock punching you because he doesn't want to be sushi. The two different arts from Phalanx. One that's just huddled together, looking like they might be cornered and terrified. But in the next artwork, they're just marching onwards as 6 different Pokemons gonna invade the town. How are we for time now? I think we're almost there. Maybe a third left. So going to dark, we have Zigzagoon from Galarian Zigzagoon playfully, tongue out, wagging tail in the wind, playing around with all his buddies and friends. With Galarian Linoon, who's scheming on a plot on a box next to a hydrant. Yeah, just evil thoughts, right? And then Galarian Obstagoon, look at him, purple evilness spewing all over his body as his gigantic skunk-like face just stares right deep into you. Carvana swimming right around the reef and the seaweeds and just, smiling, I guess. Sharpedo, mouth wide open, charging right at you, bearing his sharp fangs. Absol looking also gracious, with the wind just blowing in the mane of his, showing off the absolute stance that he's right off carrying. We have Krogunk, who's sneaking a little like smoke bomb or poison bomb, with the little smoke cloud coming out from the side of his body. Toxicroak with the bulbous body belly bulge, I don't know what you call that, of the frog, but he's smiling. This looks like a mustache, which looks a little bit more funny than scary. Darkrai, look at that dark cutter coming out of the left arm or left hand of his. That is some scary stuff if you see that coming right at you. Trubbish in the rubbish. Who throws a Pokeball in the bin? Like, that costs money, right? Like, what, $200 in Pokedollars? Garbodor, trash guy, shooting out like toxic liquid or just the gunk of decomposing liquid from his arms. What is he doing? Why is he so angry with life? Zorua throwing rocks at you as he's trying to kick you in the face. And you have Zoroark in the shadows, posing. What's he doing? Why is he posing in the river? We do not know. Maybe you can ask him. Vullaby with his shell pants and diapers, just squawking at you as a little bird will do. And then you got Mandibuzz with the spike collar belly that he has, loving the textured background of like painted artwork. Look at Pangoro go, looking like a cape, wearing that very well. I like this. This looks like Samurai Jack. Very cool artwork on Pangoro. Yveltal just blasting you with a blast of darkness. Why is he doing that? We do not know, but that is some scary darkness that's coming out. Impodim, who is bullying a substitute doll. Why are you doing that? Why are you trying to play rough with a plushy doll? Hey, leave it alone. With Morgrem, who's uppercutting something in the background, maybe training or maybe destroying a Caterpie. And then we have Grimmsnarl, who's like focusing all the energy coming from beneath him, going to give you that rear attack. And then the dark version of Morpeko sticking his butt out, destroying the tree so that all the different colored berries will come down. Explosive discontent. He is definitely discontent. Now to the steels, we have Galarian Meowth. He's enjoying himself. It's like a Saturday, exploring and hiking, jumping on little stones, just taking in life as he is. Galarian Persica jumping off the cliff, surprise attacking you as he's doing so, and just attacking and surprise attacking you with a headbang. Skarmory flying right at you, charging. I wish they give this guy a evolution. I mean, so much potential on this. And we have Excadrill, who's like fingers like looking, trying to break into rap of some sort with his pose. Duran Cha, he is gnawing at you, but he's only a foot tall. So I mean, how much can he actually hold on? He's just biting down on rocks at this point. Klefki, who's just a set of keys, who's running away from house, annoying the trainer that he is the owner of him. Togedemaru, jumping in the air, hands in the air, enjoying the life and the sun. We have Meltan, who is charging up, about to give you a headbutt in the middle of nowhere with cliffs all surrounding him. And we have Melmetal, who's smacking the ground, blasting hammer, destroying all around him. Corviknight flapping in the air, nothing much except the mouth is just gaping and asking to chomp down on something. Qfan is strong, lifting up a boulder with his little 4 foot body. He is a steel elephant after all. And Copperaja striking the earth with his ginormous feet with his high horsepower. Should be elephant power, don't you think? Couple of dragons. We have Latias sweeping through the air with colorful confetti around him. Looks like it might be in a carnival. And Latios, the blue boy himself, sweeping through the city with his very, rainbow like air current around him. Gumi looking out from a point of view as he sees leaves falling down onto his face. And we have Lil Slagoo, who's holding on to roses before he melts it away with his very toxic goo. Gudra, loving the art on this. Look at those textures and tones and distinct piece. Wow, that is some great color on Gudra with the exceptionally weird green goo that he's on. And Turtonator, the dragon turtle, looking into the volcano, waiting for his friend Slugma to come out. Meowth also on this particular trail where all the other Pokemon have been walking. They're really extending this artwork and storyline, hey. Persian, who's just prowling the land looking for prey, trying to find a Rattata to eat. Going into the colorless, we have Chansey, looking very big. That's like trees, right? Next to him, maybe this is like a Dynamax almost, Chansey. Why are you so big, Chansey? Blissey, who's dancing around the forest with all of those, pink flowers. Cute little thing. Kangaskhan, who's practicing a coordinator 1-2 punch, but instead, rounding kick is what he's training at the moment. We then have Eevee, who's just on the outskirts of a town, exploring the land and enjoy the sight of the little village that she's from. Snorlax taking a break underneath the tree after eating about 10,000 apples to fill out their belly. And then we have Dunsparce, the angel worm, underneath the somewhere underneath in cave. There are like spikes coming out of this cave. What's going on there? Colorful rocks. I do love it. Hey, I've not seen Stantler in a while. The rainbow above him is cool. That's a weird art of Stantler. It looks a bit dorky. Definitely looks a bit more goofy or Scooby-Doo like, but at least you see Stantler. We see Smeargle coloring the water with all of his colors, trying to clean the paintbrush tail of his. Skitty in a very color pencil background, just enjoying life. You don't go too close to the water, Skitty. You are a cat, you probably won't like it. And Delcatty on a brick wall. We have a lot of Pokemon on brick walls in this Fusion Strike set. Baneri kicking off the grass, just trying to, I guess, create and play. Ooh, what is that in the background? Is that a Lopunny training? It's just trying to maybe train with Lopunny, and yes, you can see here Lopunny giving a kick. Probably what Baneri is trying to learn from Baneri. Bunnelby, the male version of Lopunny, enjoying the sunlight with a little collar, and Diggersby with the dad bod going around, staring out into the horizon, and a beautiful sunset coming around. Halucha going in for a flying stomp after jumping off. He is upside down, as you can see, trees are upside down, so he's going in for a final attack to destroy whoever he needs to fight. Rookie D, who's playing with his shadow. That's a cute little crow-like bird monster. What's he doing? We don't know, but he's having fun. Carver Squire, who's holding up rocks ready to chuck it at you. Almost at the end, we have two Wooloos here. We have one staring into the night sky as his trainer is counting sheep, probably counting Wooloos in his sleep. We have a Wooloo in the daytime exploring the land, roaming the land as a wild sheep that he is. And Double, who is in the owner's area over the fence, jumping over the fence, and again, counting sheep. Story continues on. That's all for the Pokemon. Now let's just quickly go through the trainers. I don't have too much else to say. Here's the Adventurer's Discovery, doing some adventuring with those binoculars. Here's a Battle VIP Pass. You know you're a VIP when it's golden. A Bug Catcher catching bugs. Chili, Celan, and Cress with all the different colored hair. The cook who's cooking out some curry, rice, omelette, tomato things with a lot of fruit in the background. Cram-O-Matic with a fuel to fuel this weird Cramorant bot. Cross Switcher, which I assume you're doing like training Pokemon or some sort. Cross Receiver, which is essentially just a walkie-talkie. Dancer, who's dancing next to a Corviknight statue. Alyssa Sparkle, she's sparkling as she's, with those ginormous headphones on her. The Farewell Bell, I love the realism of this particular bell. Judge with the finger out, that's how you know that he's a judge. Power Tablet, which is essentially like a dissolvable tablet for, I guess, energy that you can have. Quick Ball, which is a quick ball. Schoolboy and the Low Jumper, very happy to take on school. And Schoolgirl, which is more chilled out, looking and staring at the air. Almost there. Shauna, which is just, I guess, cute, hands up with a little handbag. Sydney looking menacing with the throwing the Pokeball in the air. That's a menacing look when he does that. Skaters Park with a rogue skateboard around. Spongy gloves to wipe away the dirt on plates. And last one, just Fusion Energy, which is a new type of energy. Hey, look at this, all rainbow-like. Well, there you go. That's all of the normal, common to rare cards, trainer, and pokes of this particular set. Hope you enjoyed the different artworks. I've covered the other rare Onward Pokemon cards, the V and Onward Rarity, in a separate video. So if you like this video, just leave a comment. What's your favorite common artwork? Let me know in the comments. Please subscribe, please leave a like if you've enjoyed this. And until next time, we'll see Brilliant Stars, I think it's the next set, and we'll cover that off in a future video. Thank you all very much and have a great day. Goodbye.